Stats that matter. You can get data from any game your child plays or any player that's playing that's under your supervision, whether you're a coach, manager, parent, director of coaching, what have you. Data matters. It's very easy to do. You just need a pen and paper and an Excel spreadsheet to input it. So let's look at Jack's stats over the weekend. A couple interesting things to look at. Let me zoom that in. So he had 2 games this weekend. One was his league match with the first team of Tuzos, and they played NFC. They won 4-0 over the weekend, and he had a really good night. He broke his record of time on the field, which was 62 minutes, and touches was 60 on the ball, which was another record. And then he had a total of 32 opportunities on the ball, and 25 of them were successful, connecting passes, 19 going forward, six going backwards. He had 6 failed pass attempts going backwards or going forwards, which was a record of his. That's as I highlight them in yellow, you can see those are his records. Average touch of 1.87. He had 7 takeaways, 8 takeaway assists, which was really good for him. He broke the record for takeaway assists, and he had one opportunity to showcase to me of a hustle play, which is a 10-yard sprint or larger, and it's a significant sprint to really help his team out. 3 dive-ins, and that's what he has for Friday night. And then we got a call saying, hey, we need numbers to play another game. And we said, we'll take it. He dropped down to the second team because they needed players. And he got 67 minutes out of 80. And when I say 80, this is Latino League, where we're supposed to get 80, and they cut the time short. Or during the water breaks, they let the clock keep rolling. It was hot. It is Arizona. But he broke all these records. They lost 3-0, and he played the most minutes of the 20-odd games he's played thus far. 108 touches on the ball, so he's on the ball a ton. 27 successful passes, which going forward, which was a record. He had 44 total opportunities on the ball with only 7 failures on his passes, 37 passes that were successful, a 2.45 average touch rate, 17 takeaways, and 9 takeaway assists. And then 6 hustle plays, 2 dive-ins, 1 shot. Now, what I do is after every game, I'll print it out. And I'll give it to him. I'm like, here's your stats. Here's the ones that we need to look at. And here's all your records. I have it highlighted and everything for him. And I have a conversation with him. I'm saying, hey, you're doing really well in these areas, and here's some areas you need to improve on. So he can see he's not getting many shots. He's not getting any goals. Only has 1 assist. But I'm not concerned about that. I just want to make him aware of it. And the rest is on him. You can't overdo things, but it's important to make sure you're showcasing opportunities of improvement. So I give them these papers all the time. The one thing I do emphasize is hustle. Hustle, takeaways, takeaway assists, that's huge. That's what I really want out of him, because he's already a technical player. It's the discipline of work ethic that's going to matter. Now, below here, I add incentives. So here, he is 444 touches away from 1,000. And when he gets to 1,000, I'm going to get him a shirt. I'm going to design it like 1,000 Touch Club or something like that. And then he's 156 total passes in total, 807 away from 1,000. And then he has 39 takeaways. And then, he's 39 takeaways away from 100. So I'm trying to give, something to go after and really have him focus on his individual development, because when you're out there, you'll see parents, coaches, they're all nuts. Just behind us, so I'm on the sideline with my son's team, and behind us was a team in waiting. These kids were 10-year-olds, U10, and this coach during the whole half was talking to them about just trying to get them all focused and psyched for the game, and kept talking about if they put in the intensity they did in the last game, because it's the second game for them that day, that they'll show a different kind of dominance within their own age group, and they'll elevate a division and all that. And just went showing these kids are just like, leave us alone. Coaches that talk that much should be punished and destroyed. They should be excommunicated from soccer. It's a horrible problem we have. All these coaches, they're so selfish. They overcoach every little thing to show that I'm a good coach. I'm coach. It's my victory versus the player victory. The coaches need to shut up. They need to manage the situation. And since they won't, you, the parent, need to manage the situation. You need to manage the coach to stay off your son and make sure the stats are in your favor. Time, touches on the ball, success rate, all that you could actually have a conversation with your licensed coach and say, hey, my kid's not developing. I'm paying a lot of money to be here. I need my child to have more opportunities on the ball. Email me and I'll send you a copy of the stats I have and show the comparison. If your child, my son is 13. If your child is below any of my son's categories or significantly below, you need to rethink things. On the stat sheet, let's go back to it real quick. Jack is playing on multiple teams. He also plays on a 6v6 team that he put together, which I put in gray across because I don't want to compare those stats to the 11v11 stats. But he has another he has another league match. So he's not going to get many 6v6 opportunities now that they're in the middle of their season. But he's going to play 2 games this week, and we jumped on with the B team to play again. And I don't care if it's on the B team. A lot of parents and a lot of players will be like, "Oh, I'm not playing on the B team." Why? You want opportunities on the ball to showcase what you can do. That's what you need to do. So the stats can be whatever you want. You can just do one category or anything, and you don't have to do it specifically what I do. It needs to be similar, I would imagine, because you just need data. How many times is your child losing the ball? I mean, you can make it as simplistic as you want. Opportunities on the ball, and it's either positive or negative. Either it's a successful, they got a shot off, or they connected a pass, or they 50-50 tackle and they won it. I mean, it can be confusing. I'm like, well, is that success? Is that fail? You can decide however you want it to be. You just need consistent numbers every game, so you have an opportunity to talk to your child, talk to the coach, talk to the director of coaching or whomever, but parents, trainers, or whoever you are trying to develop a child, this matters. Stats matter. And you don't need some fancy app or anything. Literally write it on paper and put on an Excel spreadsheet. It's that simple. And then you can reward. And that's what needs to happen. So like tonight, I'm not going to be recording stats, but my son's going to go play with my over 40s team. We're getting ready for a tournament in Casa Grande. They do a tournament there once a year for over 40s. So it's a lot of the ex-pros in the Valley that we're still playing together, and we're going to go play, and I'm bringing my son to play. I'm not going to record the stats, but it's all about repetition. I'm trying to get him repetition on the ball as much as possible with as much difficult competition as possible. So I won't add that in the stat sheet because I'm playing. But I would if it was an opportunity for me to do so. But you need as many opportunities for your child, your player, as much as possible. I hope that made sense, because I'm out of here. I hope you guys find a way to communicate with your child or your player in such a way that you can actually develop them through simple math. It is that simple. And keep a record of it. I don't care if they're 5 years old, 6 years old, record it. And then you can find ways to develop your child. You can do it in such a way that you can pick the right club, the right coach, the right team for your child, or teams rather. And that's development according to me. See you guys next time.